Historically, what we call nature writing has been personal, reflective essays that describe and interpret the natural world for thoughtful people who are not experts. And you know, there's sort of a continuum of types of nature writing. On the one end, you have kind of classical natural history, where the focus is really on the organism, on the landscape. That would be Gilbert White and some of the, you know, Audubon, some of the people who are thought of as naturalists. And then at the other end, you have writing that takes its occasion and some of its inspiration from the natural world, but really is more about issues and ideas, philosophical writing. That and I would consider somebody like Wendell Berry, Scott Russell Sanders, you know, to be people writing in that mode. Writing that's oriented around place, the natural world is part of it. Edward Abbey, Desert Solitaire would be an example. It's nature is not the main thing. It's a main thing, but it's not the main thing. Okay. And they're not really natural historians. Abbey said in a number of his interviews, "I am not a naturalist," and he's not. He's a writer. He's interested in issues, and he's interested in entertainment as much as he is in the natural history of the desert. Okay, so having said that, I think the sort of classic mode of American nature writing has been the personal essay, where you have a single observer, typically a male, although not always, going out from home, from the village, from civilization, into a wilder area and having experiences, encounters with animals or ideas or people, and then coming back with insights and conveying them in this personal narrative. This is a form that also is found in chivalric romance. It's kind of, I call it the excursion model, where you go out, you have insights, you come back, and you teach people about what you have saw and observed. And until very recently, these narratives were mostly by single white males, solitary male narrators who were from Euro-American culture, typically Anglo-American culture. Recently, however, basically I think since the end of World War II, there has been a proliferation of nature writing that involves perspectives, different perspectives. Women, Annie Dillard's Pilgrim and Tinker Creek. There's been a great interest in indigenous viewpoints and in viewpoints from Asia. Gary Snyder, for example, very interested in Chinese and Japanese nature traditions. Also very interested in Native American mythology and culture. Barry Lopez, very interested in northern people, Inuit and other tribal indigenous people, hunting people. Richard Nelson, writing about the Alaskan tribes, the Koyukon and Gwich'in people, okay, trying to bring a non-European, non-Euro-American perspective into the discussion about nature. Scott Momaday, Leslie Stilko, Terry Tempest Williams, okay. And today, I think the most interesting and progressive nature writing is writing that brings in these different perspectives.